My job is not only to work for the people. My job is to save the lives of every fellow citizen and visitors coming to
unnecessary delays. And that is why I say Nigerians forget history. When I was governor, when Tito was coming to my state, he notified me that he was coming to my state. I provided logistics, vehicles for him to use. Because at that level, as a profile presidential candidate, if he does not tell you and anything happens, the governor will be held responsible. And people should stop politicking when the truth is being told. Obi, knowing fully well, with their so-called coronation, anything can happen. They will accuse the governor that he was behind it. So the statement you made, you are quite right.
Well, that is the Minister of Defense, and the Governor of Edo State and the commissioning of Edo Line today. So much to talk about tonight, but before we get into our conversation, let's check out some of your political roundup stories.
The Osun State Governor Adelike and the People's Democratic Party in Osun State have declared support for President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid in 2027. Adelike made this known today through a statement shared following a strategic meeting with the PDP leadership caucus in Osogbo. The governor says he remains in the PDP and has been unanimously endorsed by the Osun PDP for a second term in 2026. The Senate has announced plans to hold a special session tomorrow in honor of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari. The tribute session will reflect on his legacy and contributions to national development following his passing. Meanwhile, the Senate has urged the public to disregard unverified social media claims suggesting that the Senate Committee on Constitution Review has recommended a creation of new states. In the meantime, the Senate has also approved the federal government's 2025 to 2026 external borrowing plan, which includes a total of $21.8 billion, 2.1 billion euros, 15 billion yuan, and a grant of 65 million euros. The loans and grants are intended to fund various projects and programs under the administration of President Bola Tinubu. In addition to external borrowing plan, the Senate also granted approval for the issuance of federal government bonds in the domestic debt market to offset outstanding pension liabilities amounting to 757.98 billion naira. Similarly, the upper chamber approved a separate request for capital raising of up to $2 billion in the domestic debt market. The United States visa restrictions, duration and validity of non-migrant visas, which affects Nigeria, has caught the attention of the House of Representatives. Following a motion by Honorable Mukhtar Mohammed, the House is worried that the decision was taken without consultation or consideration of the relationship between both countries. The House is further urging the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to engage the U.S. authorities for reversal of the decision. And the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Zach Adedeji, has announced plans by the service to collaborate with the judiciary to align the nation's tax laws with international treaties with present economic realities as part of efforts to close gaps in capital flights and illicit financial flows. The FIRS boss was speaking at a meeting on illicit financial flows in Abuja. Mr. Adedeji also explains that international gathering, international cooperation, and the establishment of a department charged with curbing illicit financial flows are some of the initiatives taken to reduce the crime, which stands at $88 billion per annum.